Welcome to your first day with Hollowgate Society. We have put together a little area to see how you perform. Follow our instructions and let's see how you do. First, let's see how you move. Crouch through those gaps in the fence. Now jump over the fence. Excellent. Now let's get into the darkness. When it is so dark you can't see, use a basic source of light. We don't want to be attracting attention to ourselves. Unless you take a flashlight with you, you will have to find one out in the field. Even though a flashlight can improve vision, it will attract the attention of others. You will need to decide when to use it and when to just rely. There will come times when you need to find keys if you cannot lockpick or break through a door. The best place to look for keys are bodies. Even if they don't drop a key, they may drop something else helpful. When you are out in the field, you will need to find items to use by looking in boxes, cabinets, and you may even find items laying about not in a container. Take a look around and see if you can find something to break the lock on the door down the way. In this room, we have placed a mystical item we call blood shards. These can be used as currency with the readers, but we will talk about them later. Collect the blood shards and we will see you in the next room. Welcome to the second stage of your training. We are now ready to venture into the field. Well, kind of. This is a closed-off area of the Hollowgate estate where we have set up a number of tasks for you to complete. First, gather as many stones laying on the floor as you can. Out in the field, you will find a number of crawl spaces you will be able to crawl through. These could be anything from pipes, vents, or even a non-conventional type that you can get down on your hands and knees for. Now, you are going to need to be aware of your noise levels. There are a large number of things that will make noises, especially animals that you can spook. These will give away your position. But with that said, some of them you will be able to sneak past if you stay crouched and keep your distance. Sneak past the birds to the back of the truck trailer. Okay, take a look around the trailer. You should see a few crates that have bottles in them. The bottles are empty, but we can use them nonetheless. Collect as many as you can, then jump out of the trailer at the back. When you are investigating in wildlands like a forest, you should be able to find a wild plant called aconitum, also known as wolfsbane, and can be found in most locations in the northern hemisphere. We have found that most cryptids react to this plant when turned into a powder form, so we can use this to craft throwables to protect ourselves. Collect as much as you can, then squeeze through the rocks over there. Okay, now stay where you are. Do you see the crows ahead? They are perched on the fence and on the ground, using the stone collected earlier, or even the bottles. You can throw one at them or near them to spook them. Now this may seem a little counterintuitive, but in some situations you can use this technique to fool enemies while you go in a different direction. Give it a try. Not all dangers are peaceful. You could come across anything while you are on an expedition. This is one of them. Hidden in the grass are 4 jaw traps, also known as bear traps. These can be very nasty and very useful in different ways. You can disarm them, if you see them in time, by throwing stones or bottles at them. They will make a noise, but will not damage you doing so. Try disarming the 4 traps ahead of you. Now here we have a cattle grid that has been weaponized by electrifying it. These can be disabled and enabled quite easily by just finding the fuse box that is powering them. Locate the fuse box and remove the fuse to power down the cattle grid. As you are limited to what you can carry, you may need to drop items to enable you to pick something up that you need in the current situation. As you picked up all the wolfsbane earlier, you now need space to remove the fuse from the fuse box. Open your inventory and drop 1 or more of the wolfsbane plants, then remove the fuse from the box. When entering buildings or rooms you have not been in before, you must enter with caution. Many places where communities are being plagued by the cryptids we are investigating construct booby traps to protect or even give them an early warning against intruders. These usually come in the form of some kind of tripwire trap with rigged shotguns or even explosives. If you are able to spot the line going across the doorway or opening, you can use scissors, a knife, or even bolt cutters to disarm them. Enter the closest building and locate a tool to cut tripwires. Don't worry. As you can see, if you get caught by a trap, you are not down and out, unless you are already injured. Across from you should be a first aid kit. Open the cabinet and grab the first aid. Open your inventory to use it. This should help heal you up. You should be able to find a tool for disarming traps and some scrap metal in here. This will be required for crafting. Take a look around.
For centuries, humanity believed the world was understood, mapped, measured, explained. Then the sightings began. Not rumors, not myths. Real events. Real places. Real bodies. Cities emptied overnight. Entire districts erased from maps. Official explanations followed. None of them were true. The outbreaks were not confined to one place. They surfaced everywhere, as if something was testing the world's defenses. What remained were patterns. Claw marks, residue, survivors who could not explain what they saw. Those who searched alone rarely returned. Those who returned never searched again. When the world refuses to look closer, someone must step forward. Someone must cross the threshold. These are not creatures of nature. They do not follow rules. They do not retreat. We are the Hollow Gate, a society built to investigate what others deny, to go where no one else will. We do not hunt blindly. We observe, we document, we adapt. You are an investigator. You will enter active zones. You will uncover the truth. This is not about saving the world. It is about understanding what hunts it. centuries, humanity believed the world was understood, mapped, measured, explained. Then the sightings began. Not rumors, not myths. Real events. Real places. Real bodies. Cities emptied overnight. Entire districts erased from maps. Official explanations followed. None of them were true. The outbreaks were not confined to one place. They surfaced everywhere, as if something was testing the world's defenses. What remained were patterns, claw marks, residue, survivors who could not explain what they saw. Those who searched alone rarely returned. Those who returned never searched again. When the world refuses to look closer, someone must step forward. Someone must cross the threshold. These are not creatures of nature. They do not follow rules. They do not retreat. We are the Hollow Gate, a society built to investigate what others deny, to go where no one else will. We do not hunt blindly. We observe, we document, we adapt. You are an investigator. You will enter active zones. You will uncover the truth. This is not about saving the world. It is about understanding what hunts it.